Okay, let me push the elevator button. Beep. No.
Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Y'all are brewheads? Yeah, we brewheads. So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified Brewhead, and welcome to episode 99.
99?
Beer Another Shit podcast. I know, isn't that crazy? 99.
Rings a bell.
It's a serious episode. You know?
If you multiply 33,
33 by 3.
3.
You get 99. So if you watched or listened to episode 33, you will know this attractive gentleman right here, Arno Geoffroy, head brewer of Le Dispensaire.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for hanging out, brother.
Thank you
are
for
the man.
being here.
It is a pleasure. So Arno is one of the hardest working gentlemen in craft beer right now. Arno is the head brewer here at Le Dispensaire, as well as a brewer at Helm, which you would have seen him in the
33
back in the day, episode 33. So once again, this is the second time there's been a coincidence like that.
Yeah.
So we did Noah Forrest
crazy.
in a few episodes, 95. He was in 55, and it was the exact same day that we recorded that episode that we recorded the one the year before.
Really?
Which came up in the Facebook memories.
Wow.
So this is the second time in the space of a few weeks this has come up. The universe is real. I know.
Mind
right?
blown. Mind blown.
So the main difference you'll see with Arno here is he has voluminous hair. This is a Pantene ad, ladies and gentlemen.
Many years have passed.
When was that?
Here it is.
That was like, was it cold when we did that? No, it was the Helm 11th or 10th anniversary.
So it was in November, around that?
Yeah. Was it like,
October, November? Yeah.
Yeah, was it? And it was during the anniversary
Yeah.
of Helm. Was it the 10th or 11th anniversary? I think it was 10th.
10th.
And this is the 12th.
Yep.
So shit, that was like nearly 2 years ago. Nearly 2 years ago. Damn, that sounds about right. God damn
That's it.
Well, a lot has been happening in 2 years, man.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
A lot has been happening.
well, you see, this.
This is one of the most interesting new developments in Montreal's craft beer scene, I would argue.
I hope it is. I don't know. I mean, I work too much. I don't know what's happening in
Like,
Montreal.
it's just in the game.
What's happening in Montreal? Is it like it's hot here?
It's a good time.
I don't know.
It's hot. It's really hot.
Yeah.
Today is like so hot. We have to turn all the fans off, guys. So if we start sweating, you're gonna know why.
Thankfully, the beer is cold.
Thankfully, the beer is cold. So let's just actually, you know what? Before we even get into it, let's tell them what we're drinking right now.
I don't know. This is Ask Simon.
Simon,
Who's Simon?
Uncle Simo is what I call him.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Simo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Simo. Simo from L'Espace Public. You guys know him.
Why?
Ah, what's the stood?
What?
What? Simo's the Frenchest anglophone ever. He's from Burlington, Ontario, and he's the Frenchiest guy of all time. He forgets English words. That's how
I don't
French
know. I just know I'm in love with him.
Isn't he beautiful?
He is.
He just
From the inside and outside.
most of the
He's great.
inside.
Yeah. Well,
You just want to hug him.
yeah, all the time.
He's just an
But-
attractive drunken man.
So this is a collab made with him.
Yes, it
with
is.
Love.
With a lot of love.
Yeah. So this is a
And
double
lust.
dry. Lust and lust and lust.
Really? So
Lust.
it is
What's the difference? Lust or
Love,
in the
lust is like more surface level,
I know.
which is like, you know.
but in the pronunciation, like
Oh,
lost.
love. Oh, lost and lust.
Lust.
Lost. Lost. Lust.
Lust.
Subtle. Depends on your accent. It's all about the vowel sounds. You know?
Let's talk about your accent. No, okay.
Mine is ridiculous. We're just talking about that. I talk like a very strange person. But so this is a. I don't know, can you see that, babe? Or no? It'll be in B-roll. So we have it's called Lust in Space.
Yeah.
Double dry hopped American sour.
Yeah.
Which is a specialty of L'Espace Public.
Yeah.
And Uncle Simo in particular.
Uh-huh.
This is nice and opaque. Some might even call it hazy.
Some might. I wouldn't.
Some
I mean,
might.
it's
I wouldn't.
opaque. I like that.
You like that
It's-
one?
Yeah.
So that's what, huh?
Yeah.
And there's 5 hops in this one? We talked about
5.
Okay, so I can remember. You just told me.
Yeah.
Centennial, Denali,
Yeah.
Ella.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh no, not this one. Not the
I forgot.
Enigma and Topaz.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it's. Is there anything else? And it's a lower P or higher pH than normal? Lower than normal.
Well, if you're talking about sours, it's higher than usual sours.
Okay.
So
it's like subtly sour.
it's subtle. The reason why is to let more space to the hops. Because if it's too sour, the hops won't be there that much. Like there's a bit of a war between pH and hops.
Right. So is that why the name? In space?
Lost in space? No. That's the reason why is. Should I say that? Maybe. Okay. So
it's okay. It's not being recorded or anything.
Yeah. The day we brewed that,
Man was high as F.
I was really hangover to the point that I completely forgot to put a clock to get up in the morning, and I don't know. I was lost. I get it. And so I woke up around 11 noon. I don't know, and I knew that Uncle Simon was in the brewery already. So I turned on my phone and. Shit, yeah, there was like a few missed calls and stuff. And
bro, where you at? Lucky you don't live too far.
Yeah, exactly. And so I just called Jesse, one of the co-owners, and I said, "Sorry, man, I'm on my way. I'm really like hangover and stuff. It's like, I don't know. Sorry, my bad." And he said, "Man, are you lost in space?" And I said, like, "Yes, indeed, I am."
And then bam.
And bam, that was the name of the beer.
But you went for lust.
Lust because. I feel lust for smoke. I don't know. Do I?
I think we all do.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing in Montreal beer. We all feel a lust for Simon. Should call him. Do you know what he calls me sometimes late night?
He's on vacation. I don't know where, so I don't want to.
No, we won't bother him.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll call him another time.
Later.
Maybe I'll send
He'll see this.
I'll send him a picture of us.
Sure.
That might be fun.
Yeah.
Amazing. So this is a great beer. This is nice, fruity, subtle sour.
You know what I say? It tastes like peach, but not the juicy peach. The fresh peach, like not ripped yet. You know, so it's kind of sour-ish, but not too much, and you know,
it's not entirely
tropical-ish.
Yeah, tropical. I like it. Nice and like it's just chill, 5.9%. So it's nice and like. Not like sessionable, but not like mad boozy either. So you can crush
the thing is, you don't taste the alcohol that much, so it's kind of dangerous.
I feel like you can.
I love danger.
Is that a good episode? Anyway, I love danger. Yeah. Okay, love it. So let's talk about this place because y'all will see we have some growlers here. So I mentioned before this is a very interesting concept here.
Yep.
Tell us why you guys are different.
So. There's a new law in Quebec that allows brewpub and other breweries to sell growlers. Now, finally, gosh.
Finally, right?
And, right, yeah. And so brewpub started to sell growlers-ish. I mean, like, it wasn't that like of a thing. Like, they did sell it, but didn't say that much about it.
Right.
And so these guys... the co-owners decided to why not let's make a dispensary. Oh, that's the name. So just see, it's not even a tasting room. It's
not
like
really.
You can have a taste legally. You have a bit too much. Like maybe if there's a police coming with this.
I saw some riding by on bicycles before.
Yeah. But I mean, so we're allowed to
do like half pours,
half tasters, half tasters, and
that much.
Yeah,
there we go.
Now you're legal.
Now I'm legal.
Yeah. And
cheers to the law.
That's it.
Fucking law.
And so that's about it. So we have like this space here. This really small. You don't see it that much, but
we got B-roll. We got B-roll, bro.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, we got B-roll.
And so it's kind of small and only a counter to sell growlers. So we have the fridge there.
Yeah.
And the brewery's back there. You kind of see the
you can see
tanks,
some of the tanks.
And so there's an industrial permit there, so we can sell kegs and even bottles to dépanneurs and other pubs.
Very cool.
But this, we can sell it here. We can fill your growlers here as well. And But we can't have beers here yet.
like full tasters.
Yeah,
like
full
people can't
tasters.
come in to kick in.
Pints, man.
And
I would
there's
check
no
the time
seats
for that.
around or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
But I like that you've got the area here for
Yep.
when that does change.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
just chuck a few little stools in and you're good to go.
Yep.
I like that.
That's it.
So essentially, like this is like we were talking earlier. So industrial license there,
Yeah.
so it's a production brewery, and here is essentially like a depot now,
Yeah, pretty much.
where
yeah.
people can come in, purchase growlers, and you have everything
Fresh growlers.
pre-filled.
Yep.
Fresh. We were just doing some before at the back, which was fun.
Right.
And you have all the. Right now we have 4 beers
4 beers in bottles, on tap 3.
on top of 3. Yep.
Yeah.
You sure?
But yeah, that's
Oh, you have
because
the
you know
ones-
the
oh, yeah,
session.
the full one, yeah,
the
the
session we emptied the keg.
So we were drinking the session from the
Bottles,
from the
yeah,
from the bottle, from the growlers.
Yep.
So it's such an interesting concept.
It is.
I love it very much.
Me too.
So I know we went through your beer history in episode 33. But
Yeah.
do you want to give just a quick recap,
Right.
for those who didn't, about how you got into beer, and then we'll talk about how you got involved in the Dispensaire.
Right. So, well, I started as an apprentice at BDT, Brasseurs du Temps, in Gatineau.
Wow, c'est ça.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Sorry.
So that's yeah, that was super easy. Sorry guys, but yeah, so it's my father's business. So easy to enter into the beer world.
You were meant to be a brewer.
Kind of, yeah. I was
Kinda had
born
you
in it.
Born
right?
in the game.
Yeah.
Brewing since you were 12.
Well, a bit, yeah, a bit later than that. Yeah. Did I say 12?
I think you said 16.
16. Yeah.
But you didn't drink it until you were 18.
18. Because, you
At
know,
all.
the law.
Not even sipped.
No.
But you brewed it and you
alcohol.
said, Dad, can you please taste it?
Yeah, and he said it was good.
Okay.
And okay, so and then so I moved with my friends in Montreal because you know university studies and Gatineau's pretty boring. Sorry, Gatineau. And
Got some good breweries there.
what's that?
Got some great breweries there.
Now, yes.
Are they-
Back in
have
time,
they-
not that much, but
No.
yeah. And so I started at Succursale, which is your latest podcast,
Yes, a
right?
few episodes back.
Right? And then at Helm at the same time. Helm,
Right.
33rd
Episode 33,
Right,
Shasta
that's
said.
it, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's down. What's
Seb?
Seb's wife?
Elise.
Elise. Why have I had we've had like 4 beers before this, so normally we get drunk during the podcast.
Oh, my bad.
No, there's no bad. Ain't no bad. Yes, so that's like, that's a really interesting way of coming into it, being like
Right.
going straight into 2 different breweries. Like,
Yeah, and you know, as you know, I like to keep myself occupied, and I like to work too much.
Not a bad
so,
thing.
Yeah, not a bad thing, but you know, and so I did help a few breweries around Quebec, and even back in Gatineau, and so now I was ready to to move a step
Step up,
higher,
right?
you know, step up. And so those guys approached me. They're actually from Gatineau.
Yeah,
they are.
Everyone's coming down here.
Yeah, we're,
Damn Gatineau.
We're actually secretly trying to
Take over.
conquer.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah.
I think
Thank
you
you.
need the hustle out here.
Many people tried,
Yeah.
but so yes, and they're pretty chill. I mean, and I love those guys. The first encounter and second and third. We're
So you
just
knew-
having beers.
You knew them
and,
beforehand, or they just around
kind
the same
of friends of a friend and stuff.
type of stuff? Cool.
Yeah, and so we just talked about the way of seeing things and beers and stuff, and we just got along.
Right.
And I just brewed, and we sell beer now.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
So now you're the head brewer here, which
I
is
am,
a
yeah.
well-deserved role. For a guy your age, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
How old am I?
How old are you?
27.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You're a kid. I love it. So,
I am a kid.
But I mean that in the best way possible. Like
know.
the fact that you've been able to achieve so much in this world at such a young age. Like a lot of people might not have even finished the brewing school
Yeah.
by the time that you're.
Well, like I said, I was lucky, I think.
Because you started with your,
Yeah,
with your
yeah.
dad.
And people knew my father. He's like one of the starters, like the first beer geek. He wouldn't like me
Saying
calling him a beer geek. Because he's not. He's not. He wouldn't like. He's not snob. He's not snobbing anything. He's not like. He doesn't like this particular type of beer. He's not like crazy on styles, and he just loved beer, good beer though, because he knows any default that can happen in beer. Like so I don't know. He knows beer, he knows good beer.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. So he's like, I want to come back to that after, because you said something earlier about what he did, and I don't know if you ever told us this before, but it seemed like a very big deal.
Yeah.
What he's able, what he's.
So he was.
I feel like talk about it now. Like we can talk about it now. Why not? Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry guys, this is an operating brewery right now.
We are. Yeah.
As you can see, there's a lot going on. So he started the Chambly Bières and Saveur.
So it's not the same
Festival,
team.
like-
It's not the same festival, but it was at the same place in Chambly. So he started the festival of Chambly. So it was the Festibière de Chambly, which is now the Bière et Saveur de Chambly. So it's like basically the same thing.
But did it merge into that?
Yeah, I think they sold some parts.
But still.
Yeah, still
crazy.
Yeah, and he was the how you say éditeur en chef,
the director.
Kind of director of Bière Mag, which was an old magazine of.
Editor in chief. Sorry.
Yeah. And so he did that for a Bière Mag, which doesn't exist anymore, but it was kind of a.
So he's a beer writer as well as owner of Brasseurs.
That's it. Yeah, more of a writer than a I don't know, a blogger. Well, it didn't exist back in time.
No, because it was like as in a magazine.
Right, yeah.
But so he was the owner of a brewery.
Now, yes. This is like since... No, I think it's been like 9 years.
From Brasseurs de Temps.
Yeah.
And he was writing before that.
Way before that. So
he's a writer who decided to open a brewery.
Eventually. Like there was a gap in between. Yeah.
I just need to get him on the podcast. Man, it'd be sick to get you two on the podcast.
You know what? We talk about that, and we think we should do a collab together.
Yo, you should.
Because he's part of the really old gang of beer drinkers in Quebec, and old people know him. Like the I mean
old people know him.
Yeah, but
I know what you mean.
Oh well, people I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna call them old. That's what I'm calling them. Oh shit! But the owner of Cheval Blanc, Jérôme.
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
I love him. Every time he comes in a room, I just start laughing because I know I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, you're like, oh yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, like this type of people, like
right.
Beer.
The old guard.
Yeah. So he's part of that, and
that's crazy.
I think it's gonna change a bit of if we do a collab, people are gonna ask themselves who's that and who's the old guard and why, what happened. Like Unibrew is pretty important in that, Belle Gueule, everything, like McAustin as well. And so it's a great deal.
We need to respect the history, right? Like beer is an interesting thing. We should, and I think they kind of do. Yeah. Like people, I feel like in beer, it's almost like, even if maybe some brewers, and maybe if like you were sort of joking that like the older guys, they might have an older mindset. Yeah. Whereas they, like in a lot of breweries that we've spoken to, don't like milkshake IPAs, don't like hazy, the beer has to be clear, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I think it's kind of cool because these guys started the shit long before any of us could probably even legally drink.
Totally. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they were like, they started it, they were in it, they created what it is. So you have to respect that. Like you just have to. It's a part of the game. So I think it's even cooler than
and you have to understand, like they got like cleaner, and they kind of protest for like good beers. Bad breweries closed really early because of them, or thanks to them, and they finally had good beers brewed in Quebec. And then we just arrived with like vanilla and shitload of hops that like mask all defaults in beers and stuff. So they're kind of. I understand how they feel because how can you tell this is like really brewed the way it should be and how like balanced it is before being like bombed with hops and vanilla and adjunts and other like fruits and stuff, which is not bad in my opinion, but I totally understand like 100%
where they're coming from.
Exactly. And I feel like that sometimes.
Okay, because I feel like you like ride the... Oh, yes, are we going to go to the house? No? Yeah. To the house.
Speaking of which, we balance and...
A perfectly... Look at this. A perfect legal pour. Legal. You know what I love? I don't know if lately. Cheers, man. Let's
Cheers.
talk about this one. This
Sure.
is a 4.8.
Yep.
Helles Lager. Oh, crisp, bready, crushable,
Oh yeah, man.
refreshing.
Because we have the sun right in our face right now, and I feel so hot.
Oh.
And this is just a.
I know, are you okay? I was gonna say you're sweating like a crazy man. You okay?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay, we can turn the.
I sweat
fan
like
off when
crazy
you
all
do.
the time.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know about you because I'm that a decade older than you, but you are much deeper in beer than I am. So now I've been into beer for like 2018, 7 years. And I've talked about this a bunch on the podcast, but I'm starting to come around the full circle. So you
Right.
start drinking beer, you drink European lagers, macro lagers, then you go to like amber and then IPAs and blah, blah, blah. You go through this whole thing now into the trends and blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm coming back in and I'm appreciating these classic like Pils, Helles, lagers, dry hopped, any like the lighter styles in a way that like when I came in here, the thing I was most looking forward to trying was this beer.
Oh yeah.
And like that's almost strange. I'm still like that's why.
Yeah. Are you okay, man?
I know. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like a lot of people are coming around like that now. How has this been like a popular beer? I'm so happy to see that you guys are making a Helles Lager.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
I'm a big fan of Helles because of liquid bread. That's it.
Liquid bread.
Fresh bread.
what it
It's
is.
so, as you say, crushable, and I mean, when it's hot out, anytime you're thirsty, that's what I'm drinking. Like,
Yeah, winter, summer, doesn't matter. Like
anytime. This is like, and I've had a discussion with that about that with Toronto. So Godspeed Beer.
Oh, Luke.
Yeah,
he's the man. I love Luke.
I love him as well, and he's from.
Here. No, he's from Gatineau.
Taking over the
Everyone, shouts to Gatineau Brewers right now.
Oh, yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
respect.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
That's right.
I'm
That's
so
right.
glad.
Hey, man, you got to represent. You got to represent.
So I've been there before this started. So we actually went to Toronto to buy the bottling machine.
Yeah.
And so we stopped by Godspeed.
Beautiful place.
Oh yeah, it is. And so I was looking around to see if Luke was there, and he just arrived like a few minutes later, and I was like, "Hey man!" And he almost. Got me into JCL back in time.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
You're in
yeah.
there. Right.
And so we just talked a bit, and I was drinking his beers, and I was like, man, I love your beers, and you don't have any New Englands or milkshake or that, like sours and what's
Crazy
like,
shit. Yeah.
the trend, And he said, no, man, I brew brewer's beer. Like,
Yeah.
how, like, you see how I loved it? And he said, you're a brewer, you love it because you know how balanced it is, how hard it is to make like this balanced beer, and like, okay, I love it. I love this beer. I love my beer. But this one I'm really proud of.
It's fantastic, brother. Really well done.
Thank you. And so I thought about him while brewing this because this is true. This is like, it's harder to make a good tasting, balanced, soft beer. Then it's easier than like brewing a super hoppy beer because you're all hiding the important stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like New England or
No, because clearly you do. You do a lot of
sure
it.
do,
You're
yeah.
Like you ride the fence.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, I'm just saying you need a balance in between. And I'm not gonna say names or anything, but if you go to a brewery and it's too hoppy, too New England, all of the beers are like New Englands or super hazy IPAs, you get bored. Okay, let's try this one.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is different, but I mean, no, it's the same. It's too hoppy. You get saturated.
Yeah.
I love when I go into a bar or a brew pub. I sip a pint of it, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's good. I love it. I love this style, but I'm not gonna take another one. I'm gonna try another style.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion.
No, I agree. Even like I'm a huge haze guy.
Yeah.
And there's one particular brewery that I don't want to shit on them because they're actually fucking amazing. But we went there in the States. You know what I'm talking about? And like all of their beers are hazy. And I'm coming in there. I'm gonna go there in a couple of weeks when we go back there. So I don't care. But like they're even after 8 like flats, kind of like this.
Yeah.
It's like slightly different, slightly like barely different.
Yeah.
So like maybe now they might do some more different stuff. I want to see because it was a year ago when I went.
Yeah.
But like I never thought I would feel that way too.
Right.
Because I'm such a fan of that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, the nuances are so subtle. Like it's so subtly different. I'm like, well, what's the...
And that's what I tried with the Gawabunga. Like
That was a great
question of
beer.
that, yeah. So
I felt like it was East meets West. Would you agree with
exactly, yeah, totally. And you made me realize that. And that's why I just called it a new IPA. So it's not New England. It's kind of New World, but not that much.
that? But it's still got the elements of the
So
West. And
it's a new IPA. So like, I just kind of wanted to say the brand that people, well, not the brand, but the style that people like.
Yep.
But so it's just a new IPA. Because to me, an IPA, a real IPA, is an English IPA. Like so this is my conservative part.
Right.
Is like it's the malty but bitter IPA, and this is what I think is the first IPA. Well, it is the first
No, it
IPA,
is.
but I mean, this is what an IPA is. You cannot like rewrite what is this style.
Yeah.
You could, I guess, but anyways.
No, I mean, like it's still based from somewhere,
Yeah.
and that's the OG.
And
version.
as we just said, I think it's important to remember that.
Yes. Can you speak to why the owners, because you came on board so early, can you
Yeah.
speak to why they decided to do such an interesting concept where you can't drink here aside from a legal taster, but you can purchase the growlers from the fridge here. Like, why just to move towards growlers?
So those guys, friends of mine, they wanted to open a brewery. That's for sure. Like that's the beginning of it. They were home brewing, so they know how to brew. They know how to. Well,
So Jesse, who you might have seen in the window there, was
Hi Jesse. Jesse.
hey,
Come here.
come say hi, Jesse.
Come here.
Jesse's one of the co-owners. He's working very hard back there.
That's Jesse.
Look at him sweating. That's a man who's working hard. How you going? You good?
It's sweated.
Okay, let me push the elevator button. Beep. No.
That was good. That was good. Well played.
Yeah.
So Jesse's one of the co-owners,
Right.
and we have
GP, we have Pete, and Joe.
cool for 4 owners. Beautiful.
4 owners, all good friends. So 3 of them used to brew, homebrew, and so they saw the law pass for the growlers, and so they started to look for a place, look for business plan and stuff. And that's pretty much it, how it went. And so a few of them, actually 3 of them, have other jobs, like important jobs. Like one for the city, another company, and
All right.
the other one like kind of direct some planes back north.
All right.
So yeah, it's all crazy jobs.
Serious stuff?
But Jesse, like it's not bad.
So Jesse's more like
here,
hands-on guy.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And so they've heard of me because of Gets No Friends, obviously.
Well, that's the Gatineau represent.
Yeah, that's it. And
And then you work with Helm and Super South.
yeah, that's it. And so they approached me to invest in the company at first, and I wasn't that ready, and so I said no, but I can help you because you guys are cool and stuff. And they came back to just look at some brewing equipment to see what to buy and stuff. And as I saw them back, I said like, hey, are you still looking for a brewer? Because your project is cool, it'll work, and I need to step up, like we
Yeah.
said. And worked out.
That's so sick. So
Yeah.
now you get to sort of direct. So all the beers
Yeah.
that you're brewing here are directed by you.
Yeah.
Generally, I guess in collaboration with Jesse, or is it more?
Well, we talk about what we need. So it's summer, so obviously we need some
So very
drinkable,
light, very
yeah.
fruity, like low ABV, nothing higher than 5.9. which is
Exactly.
what
So that's what we do for the moment, and then we're gonna keep a few of them for fall. But then we're gonna brew some porters and stuff. We're gonna change with the seasons and stuff. But one really important thing is that we're gonna focus on collabs as well.
Nice.
So like we said, we did one with l'Espace Public. Yeah, and there's one coming up when actually this podcast will be available. We'll have the Delusion, which is an India Pale Lager brewed with brewski.
Yes, shouts to Derek and Guillaume, great guys.
Yeah, and
Episode 68, I believe.
Oh yeah, okay, you
We had
did
them on there,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
great guys. Yeah.
Cool. So I'll make you taste from the fermenter right there, and yes,
IPA,
I think
great
it's
style.
it's gonna be good.
Okay.
And yeah,
I guess the Gawabunga was a solo, the IPA, because the one actually, when you were writing, we were actually walking, we sort of live in the same neighborhood.
Right, yeah.
And we were sort of coming back from the Helm direction, you were coming back from here.
yeah.
And it's like you saw us in the street, you pulled up, and then you were like, hey, I haven't seen you for a while. You
Taste
like, hey, taste this beer. I'm like, this is how sick my land is.
oh yeah.
I love it. Like, just see each other in the hood, and like, man's is like, and it was a great beer. That was the East meets West one. I was so impressed. I was like, well, I know you already make good shit, but I hadn't had anything from here before, and I thought it was such a cool thing. And I know that's on tap at Helm now, or at least
It is,
right now,
Yeah.
which is super dope. So you're gonna do a proper collab with Helm?
Eventually, at their 12th anniversary.
Yes, which is coming up
In a few months, in October, November. Yeah, November.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. Is there anything else we need to cover today? How do you feel?
I feel hot. Man. Can we like start the
Turn
AC on
the
and
AC.
turn it back on?
We're gonna turn it back on, brother. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. This
Pleasure,
is a
man.
long time coming. We've been talking. I was
yeah.
talking to Jesse for a while, trying to get this going, but we wanted to make sure we had a decent amount of beers available.
You know what? I'm very sorry to not have the Gawabunga on tap.
I've tried it, so
Yeah.
I'm okay, but y'all don't get to see us try it. I don't know how much they even care.
Yeah, but
See us try it. But come down to the Dispensaire and go down to Helm. Helm has it too. Come see the guys.
Yeah.
If you see Arno's gorgeous mane out here, mane, your nickelback hair.
Yeah.
Get it?
yeah, again, it's good.
You like that, right? Canadian?
Yeah, it's good.
It's okay. All the beers are fantastic. This is such a cool place. I feel like it's a start of a resurgence of an area that very much deserves it, and there's so much potential here. It's sick.
So what do we say?
Put it in you. Or
Put it in.
Where can they find you guys on Instagram?
What?
Where can they find you? Do you want people to follow you, or do you want people to follow the Dispensaire?
Yeah, I don't know. It's Dispensaire, I guess. I don't know what's
It's
the...
Le Dispensaire.
I guess.
Oh,
Well, you know more than me.
Le underscore. It's on the wall, bro.
Oh, right. Well, there's a fan there.
You just
camera. Move the camera.
That's actually true. The fan is right there.
Okay.
Le underscore Dispensaire. Tiff will put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Do you want people to follow you personally, or just the brewery? 'Cause
Sure, yeah.
Where are you at?
I don't know. Put the name here on the video.
I'll tell you what it is. I follow. I know.
I don't even know.
I don't even know. Don't worry about it. It's got some.
It's just like brew posts and stuff. It's just like when I
beer
feel
and a
like-
lot of hair.
Yeah. Maybe
Beer and hair.
eventually not anymore.
No, don't.
Because I don't know.
I got
you
hair.
got great style. Oh yeah, I love your
I
style.
got hair.
So maybe,
You like that? You like that?
I do.
I used to not have hair, but like I got
Yeah?
hair now. How does it make you feel? I mean, it's not like Arno levels. That's why I was a bit embarrassed. I had to hide it.
I feel you.
It's
Get
like-
it in ya.
Oh, I get it. Put it in you. I have to do.
Put
I
it
have to
for
do
Simon.
that.
Okay.
Okay, then we're gonna put it in you, right?
Okay.
Okay. So if you enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the notification bell. What a bell sound like?
But where is it?
A bell. It'll come up below here.
Okay.
And subscribe. What
Follow
was
us on
that?
social media.
Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and check out the long form audio. You can hear very incredibly hairy and attractive and legal gentlemen like Arno talk about all sorts of things about beer on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure you follow, rate, subscribe, all of that nonsense. That is it, y'all. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next podcast. And as always, put it in ya!